Leo, how you doing? This is going to be your check-in read. As always, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Bits and pieces might resonate, so just use your own discernment to see what fits and don't force any kind of narrative. Timeless tarot, so even if I'm reading for you now, this could apply for you in the future or it already passed you by. So you could always save the video and reference it for later, but let's dive in for you and what's potentially happening. Chariot, fast and forward movement. That's you want victory, you want success. It makes sense because this Aries new moon is propelling all fire signs. So you are a fire sign. King of Swords. Yeah, we're looking at the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you, whatever it is that you want to believe in. You're looking at the facts, whatever that might be. Or you could be dealing with an air sign. Temperance, Sagittarius. It's your brother or sister fire sign right there with time. Everything in time, everything with patience is happening for you. And here comes disappointment. I don't think that's disappointment coming down. This is not sequential. And you're dealing with the star. There we go. All right, so that's Aquarius's major arcana there, but that's healing. It's a wish come true. But more so, I think with this, what I'm seeing here is that you are done, not necessarily done with healing, but you're over the hurdle and you're over the hump of disappointment now, in the sense that you are moving forward with everything that you want, whatever that might be. Excuse me. So the Chariot here, that's Cancer, King of Swords. You are possibly dealing with a lawyer, or you could be dealing with somebody who is in the military, or somebody like a police officer, or you are one of those things, somebody who is in a position of authority. So if this was a potential court case or a legal matter, I don't see the justice here. I kind of feel like it is here though. If I if I feel like this is a court matter or it's something dealing with the law or the legal side of things, I think whatever it is going in your favor, whether or not it happened to you or for you or what's going on. If not, this is dealing with somebody who is guiding you out of this disappointment, which is the Three of Swords, and going and getting like good results out of it. You're not spinning it, you're rolling with it and you're kind of learning from it, which is the Temperance. In time, you are molding and waiting for something better. But it's almost like you're not waiting because the Chariot's here. But that Chariot is because you've come off of a hard battle, a hard win, and now you're propelling forward. And now this is where that liftoff begins during Aries season. So let's dive in and let's get some clarifiers on some of these. Let's see. So why the Chariot? Let's see. Why the Chariot? Boom. You are racing towards the finish line. You are racing to the 11-11. Whatever that harmonious new beginning, it could potentially be a marriage. But I'm not looking at it as so surface level. Whatever this is the finish line. You're about to cross it. You're about to be done with that 10K or 15K race. Whatever this is, you are looking towards that finality and you are gunning towards it. You are not letting up speed. And it's kind of linear. You're like one track mind a little bit on this. But with the King of Swords, Judgment, you've learned. It's a 10. It's two tens. It's 20. The 20th card, the Judgment. That is taking place of a rebirth. That is you changing in the most beautiful way. And it's not so much like the Death card where you're having a transformation. This is you having a rebirth of, and don't take this the wrong way, out of ignorance or out of like, I didn't know that was going to happen, but it happened. Now I have to do this. And that's what the King of Swords is. You are putting the logic into whatever has happened and are making sense of it the best way for you. And it could be different with everybody, simple as that. But with the Judgment here, it's giving you that option. If you fell face up, you can get up. Even if you fell face down, get back up. You did that. You did it. So let's see, with the Temperance, there you are, showing up in your own read, strength. In time, you have the strength, or you have learned strength out of this situation, whatever this disappointment was. We're about to find out. With that, you have either grown stronger or have found out just how strong you have to be. And in time, it took that lesson that you had to learn in order to become that much more powerful or all knowing in your sense of like who you are, what you want, what you deserve. So let's see, with the Three of Swords, and there you go. You moved on. I kind of knew that you were moving on from the disappointment. And whatever this disappointment was, underneath here we had the Page of Swords. So that's inquisitiveness in a sense, or it's somebody, or you're finding out some information. It's starter communication. It doesn't have to be grand. I'm not talking about you reading a 3,000 or 3,000 page like dissertation. It's just you finding out something. The inquisitiveness is going internally, which is the Six of Swords here with the Three of Swords, and you are out of this disappointment. You're like, okay, I'm done sitting in this. I'm not going to stay here and be here. You're not staying in that same place emotionally, physically, mentally, all that has nothing to do with who you are then, because the star is telling me here that not only did you work hard to obtain this new wish or this new way of being, it also healed you. I don't see anything here that's dragging you down. If anything, it's lifting you up, upward and onward. Let's get some crossing energies here. I want to see. Now, these crossing energies, when it comes to any of this, are, energies that could either be holding you back or something to look out for or helping you. Let's see. So with the Chariot, with the Four of Wands, I love that. The Ten of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you are headed towards that emotional satisfaction, that emotional fulfillment, the things that you wanted, whatever that might mean to you. I could be talking to several different Leos. It doesn't matter. What matters is what makes you happy. And I think that's what you have found out one way or another. And that is that fuel that is driving the Chariot, that drive, that ambition to obtain those Ten of Cups and sustain them. Because the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, to me, in my opinion, as a tarot reader, are things that you have to continuously work on to sustain. It's not just oh, it's here, okay, I don't have to really do anything. No, no. Now that's what you're putting into with the Ten of Cups, with the stuff that you've learned. You know what you want, and you're not going to budge. King of Swords and the Judgment. Page of Wands. Yeah. So with this being said, that rebirth with the Page of Wands is giving you that ambition to start something new, or go somewhere new, or draw up plans, make blueprints, have a wish, have a new goal. This Aries new moon is saying, now it's time to get that going. If you have already been thinking about what you want to do next, the Page of Wands, this new moon, your energy is saying it's time to go do it now. It's time to put those ideas to work. Temperance and the Strength. The Knight of Pentacles. Because and there goes Temperance. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow, methodical, trustworthy knight. It does take some time. And I think that's what's giving you that strength, to know that it's coming. Temperance says it's coming, it's on its way. Don't rush the process. I think that's where we all kind of get in trouble with. You're taking the Page of Wands and the excitement and the ambition, and you're like possibly wanting to push a little faster than you want to. And the universe is kind of telling you, we're going to get there. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's do it correctly, not fast and abrupt. Nope. Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. The King of Swords again. So you're really doubling down on that headspace, the crown chakra. You are really doubling down on what logically best suits you. Not that you're discarding emotions, you're just not making emotional decisions. You're looking at hard decisions, and that's what the King does. The King is a master of those elements when it comes to fact finding, facing hard truths, and accepting them for the way that they are. And that's you working through the Three of Swords. You are doubling down on these lessons, and you're not taking the hurt with you. You are saying, I don't want to do that again, or I don't want to ever go through that again. And the Six of Swords is saying, okay, well, it's time to ditch the emotion, look at the facts, and move on. And you're doing that here as a finality. You are, with the success, you're gaining this new prospect or ambition or drive or energy or wish or dream, what have you. It is allowing you to move on from that. And it's perfect. I mean, you are starting something new during Aries season, or sometimes you have already thought about it and you've been potentially delayed. because there was a lot of retrogrades, Jupiter retrograde at that point. There was a lot of things happening in the first quarter of the year. So now I think that there's momentum gaining for you. So let's get some closing energies and send you on your way. Let's see. Love, love, love this reading. So let's see what we got. Look at that, the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Cups twice. Ten of Cups. The Four of Cups. Okay. The Lovers. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So you're going back to the drawing board. And look, underneath here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And what did I tell you? I knew I was kind of feeling those energies of the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So I want you to look here at this, because what this means is that you're just going back in the right direction of the drawing board. And these are kind of in sequential order. So you have the Ten of Cups here. Ooh, drawing around. You have the Ten of Cups to the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is kind of pondering a little bit too much about the potential loss. And then the Gemini is making the choice. And then of the Seven of Pentacles, which is this card here, is you reevaluating what those wants and desires are. And then with the Ten of Pentacles underneath the deck, which is interesting because I want you to see this real quick, because underneath the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. Underneath what's crossing you is the Two of Swords. There's a lot of repetition here, but then underneath the Two of Swords is the Sun, you, Leo. So what that means is with these two individual energies, you've had to make that hard decision with the Two of Swords. You can't stand in the middle of the door and close it. You have to get in or get out. And you've made the decision to get out and go do whatever it is you need to do. And then boom, the Sun. Hey, you know what you want to do now. You're telling the universe, this is what I want. This is what I'm going after. And the universe is probably saying like, hey, about damn time. I got you back. Let's go. And here's that momentum. So I love this for you, Leo. Hopefully it resonates. If you want to help me out, leave a comment, subscribe, like. I love this read for you. Hopefully it resonates. But as always, be awesome, be safe, and I will talk to you all later.